Okay, here we are today at the Helix trial site again. Today I'm looking at momentum trials. They're called momentum trials and they've been set up as part of the work we've been doing within the yen research over the last 7 years. Crop momentum is one of the directions that research is taking, certainly has drawn out, and that's all about getting the crop in the ground and growing away all the way through to harvest with maximum momentum at every stage of growth through the crop. Now, really suffering with the lack of rainfall, and there's nothing we can do about that, but we're trying to alleviate any issues from that by using things like biostimulants. That's one of the things we're looking at in this momentum work, because momentum is all about all of the inputs that go in and how they build one on top of the other to take through that crop through to optimum yield. It depends very much on the season, so it's not just about what we apply sometimes, and often when we get into stress periods like this, it's about what we don't apply or the rate of a product that we apply. It's early in the season, so there's not too much to talk about yet, but one of the most interesting things that is coming out from the biostimulant treatments that we're picking up at the moment is the ability of the crop to withstand liquid nitrogen applications and not scorch. Hopefully, directly behind me against that white stick, you can see to the left of that white stick, which is the momentum treated crop, had biostimulant as in phosphite, some seaweed, filtrate, gibberellic acid and amino acid in early March, and the headland did not receive that application, and I hope you can see the level of scorch difference between those two applications. Now, they've had exactly the same liquid fertilizer, same timing, same rate, same sprayer. It's just the biostimulant seems to be helping the crop overcome it. And I've got two plants here in my hand. Hopefully you can see those. One closest to me, quite heavily scorched on the upper leaves, and the one furthest from me is the momentum treated plots that's had the biostimulant earlier. And hopefully you can also see that the biostimulant is slightly shorter. It's more growth regulated where we've applied the biostimulants, and initially we did apply these particular biostimulants to have an impact on tillering and rooting and get the plant to grow in the kind of momentum we wanted, knowing what type of tillers we were aiming for at harvest, rather than just randomly producing tillers and roots. We wanted to try and direct it a bit, and that certainly seems to be working. So the crop's greener and healthier, largely due through a reduction in scorch, but it's also a little bit shorter, with thicker stems and tillers than the untreated part of the crop. So some interesting things starting to come out. And I'll just finish this video by looking down the field. Hopefully you can see that it's a wheeling directly behind me, where we've run a scanner through this field last week, and to the left of that wheeling is where the crop is untreated, and to the right of that wheeling where the crop has received the biostimulant. And I hope you can pick out a general greener effect from where we've applied those biostimulants, and additional nutrition, but I won't talk about that today. We'll pick that up later in the research. Okay, thank you.